Još pamtim onaj dan kad si otišla u ljeto 80. Kiša je padala.
You are listening to Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism, the ideal of a nation, the philosophy and ideology of Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism.
Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism, the ideal of a nation, the philosophy and ideology of Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism. Written by Dimitri B.W. and Mr. Gecko Prince Taylor. Introduction. The Calaverian ideology of Netzlism has shown itself to build a nation up to a prosperous nation for all. The ideals of Netzlism should be incorporated into the thought of Blackwater politics, and this is why I shall now make this document. Disclaimer. The ideas and concepts presented in this document have been developed through the collaborative efforts of the author and assistance from an AI language model. While the vision and direction come from the author's original concepts, the text has been refined and structured with the guidance and support of the AI to enhance clarity and coherence. In addition, the AI has provided summaries and analysis to aid in the development of these ideas. This collaborative process aims to ensure a more precise and effective presentation of the principles discussed. The author retains full creative control and will continue to request assistance in refining and wording the text as needed. A vision for economic structure. Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism embraces an economic structure that harmonizes collective ownership with efficiency and innovation. Drawing inspiration from the success of Netzlism's model, we envision an economy where the means of production are owned and controlled by the people, with a strong focus on worker participation, self-management, and sustainable growth. In this model, strategic industries vital to Blackwater's prosperity, such as energy, transportation, and heavy industry, are collectively owned and democratically managed by worker councils. These councils ensure that economic decisions are made in the best interest of the people, with a focus on equitable distribution of wealth and the empowerment of workers. At the same time, we recognize the need for efficiency and pragmatism in our economic planning. While collective ownership is the foundation, we do not shy away from using market mechanisms in certain sectors to incentivize innovation and ensure productivity. This balance allows for the creation of a dynamic, resilient economy that meets the needs of the people while remaining adaptable to the changing global landscape. The role of the state in a Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism economy is to provide strategic direction, regulate key sectors, and protect the welfare of all citizens. The state ensures that the benefits of economic development are shared equitably, particularly by focusing on improving the living standards of workers and underserved communities. Social welfare programs, universal health care, and free education are prioritized to guarantee that every citizen has the opportunity to contribute to and benefit from the nation's prosperity. While Blackwater's economy will remain rooted in socialist principles, we also understand the importance of engaging with global markets. We believe that cooperation with international organizations like the SCU and UDNO, as well as strategic trade agreements, can help bolster our economy without compromising our core values. This pragmatism allows us to ensure access to vital resources and technology, while protecting the independence and sovereignty of Blackwater's economy. In sum, the economic structure of Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism combines the best of collective ownership with practical, market-based solutions where appropriate. By empowering workers, ensuring sustainability, and promoting fair economic practices, we aim to build an economy that serves the needs of all Blackwater citizens while positioning us as a strong, independent player on the global stage. Cultural and religious vision. Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism stands firm in its respect for the current culture and regional diversity of Blackwater. We honor the rich heritage and traditions that have shaped our society, recognizing that they form the foundation of who we are as a nation. This respect for our past does not, however, mean that we reject the future. Instead, we envision a future where Blackwater's cultural and religious identities are celebrated, while also embracing the strength that comes from diversity and inclusion. At the heart of our ideology is a commitment to multiculturalism. We understand that the world is changing, and with that change comes the opportunity to create a society that is more open, welcoming, and inclusive of all peoples, regardless of background. Blackwater, while firmly grounded in its own traditions, can and should become a beacon for cultural exchange and understanding. By fostering an environment of tolerance and respect, we can celebrate the diversity that enriches our nation and build a society where all individuals, regardless of their origins, feel valued and empowered. Furthermore, we believe that the path to a peaceful and prosperous future lies in creating stronger bonds with our neighbors in the South Caras region. As part of our long-term vision, we aspire to the creation of a federation in South Caras that unites the diverse peoples of this region under a shared commitment to peace, stability, and cooperation. This federation would not erase cultural identities, but instead allow for them to flourish within a larger framework of mutual respect and collaboration. We also recognize the importance of religion in shaping our cultural identity. While Blackwater's religious traditions are deeply rooted in the worship of the golden cacti and its associated deities, Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism is respectful of the role that other faiths and beliefs can play in the broader cultural landscape. We do not seek to impose one religion over others, but instead promote religious freedom and respect for all forms of belief, as long as they align with the values of tolerance, peace, and mutual respect. In this way, we see Blackwater as a model for a future in which cultural and religious diversity is not just accepted, but celebrated. The country's evolution. As we move toward a republic and embrace the concept of a federated South Caras, will be shaped by a commitment to unity in diversity. Blackwater's future is one where the strength of the people lies not in their uniformity, but in their shared commitment to a just, peaceful, and prosperous society, where all cultures and religions have a place. A vision for government structure. Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism acknowledges the value of republican ideals in shaping a just and democratic society. However, we believe that the transition from a constitutional duchy to a republic must be gradual, peaceful, and respectful of the unique history and culture of Blackwater. Our path towards a republic will not be rushed, but will evolve over time, ensuring that the people of Blackwater have the opportunity to shape their own future while preserving stability and continuity. In the interim, we fully support the role of a duke who refrains from meddling in politics and respects the choices of the people. The duke's position should be symbolic, serving as a unifying figurehead who embodies the nation's cultural heritage and provides leadership without imposing political will. The people of Blackwater should have the ultimate authority in all political matters, with the duke serving only in a ceremonial capacity, devoid of political power. While we advocate for a gradual transition towards a republic, the political institutions that form the backbone of our governance will be preserved and strengthened. The folk ting and citizen assembly, essential to our political system, will remain as they are, maintaining their democratic nature and ensuring that every citizen has a voice in the decision-making process. These bodies represent the will of the people and will continue to function as the key organs of governance, empowering the populace in shaping the direction of Blackwater. However, we recognize that the path to a functional and united republic requires stability. To ensure that Blackwater remains true to its ideals, we propose that political parties hostile to the core principles of Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism be banned. This includes parties that seek to undermine our democratic progress, reject socialist ideals, or advocate for destabilizing ideologies. We draw inspiration from countries like Liranoskova, where such parties have been restricted to preserve the integrity of the republic and maintain political cohesion. Ultimately, our vision for Blackwater is a steady transition to a republic founded on the principles of democratic socialism, with a clear focus on the well-being of the people. By maintaining a balance between tradition and progress, we will ensure that our political system remains responsive to the needs of the people, while also fostering an inclusive and stable environment for future generations. A pragmatic approach to foreign relations. Netzlist-Bráchnowitchism seeks to build strategic alliances that serve the interests of Blackwater. Focusing on pragmatism in our diplomacy, we are committed to working with like-minded nations within the South Caras Union (SCU) and the Union of Democratic Nations and Organizations (UDNO). But we also recognize the importance of maintaining strong relationships with our fellow Netzlist nations. While we seek cooperation with those who share our values, we are deeply cautious and resolute in rejecting the authoritarian, toxic nature of the Abexelen Socialist Internationale, ASI in its current form. Our diplomatic stance is grounded in realism and the need to prioritize Blackwater's sovereignty, security, and socialist ideals. While we are open to alliances that support peace, justice, and economic cooperation, we take a firm stance against the ASI's tactics, especially their covert activities aimed at destabilizing Blackwater, including their active efforts to regain control of Zeleny Kara through espionage. We believe in pragmatic diplomacy, working with nations that respect our sovereignty, uphold democratic values, and share our socialist vision. However, we will not compromise when it comes to our independence and the protection of our people from external interference. Our approach is one of strategic yet cautious engagement, ensuring that Blackwater's interests come first, while also fostering relationships that contribute to global peace and solidarity.
All victims of oppression, for the tyrants fear your might. Don't cling so hard to your possessions, for you have nothing